Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. Today we are going to be going into SSC for another quick gold run. Now, SSC has a few stipulations that make it a little obnoxious, but you can make a decent amount of gold in about 15 to 20 minutes if you are fast and quick with it, because it is such a small instance with boss after boss after boss. I'm going to be going Windwalker Monk here, and I'm going to be soloing every single boss in SSC. Important builds and things for Windwalkers, pretty much just making sure you have Healing Elixir on. That is probably the best one to rock with soloing as a Windwalker Monk. Other than that, a lot of things are situational, but always just have dust and you can swap to a few different things for a few of the fights that you're going to encounter. So an important thing to note for SSC, in order to do Lurker, you need to have fishing. You can do this at level 1 fishing. You do not need any level cap. You just go there and you start fishing, and eventually you will get the Lurker. People like to say higher fishing makes it quicker, but I don't really know. I've got it with a few pulls with max fishing or level 1 fishing as well. And then Lady Vashj cannot be soloed at this point. At 90 there is a way to do it, and I'll come back here at 90 to show you guys exactly how to do it, but at 90 it just is not feasible at this time. An important thing to note, as always, in order to make a raid group with yourself, you go to pre-made groups, you go to custom, start a group, type whatever, make it private, list your group, and then you can convert to raid and you can enter it solo. So there are a few pets here in SSC that are worth getting. The one from Vashj definitely sells the most because it is very hard to kill Vashj right now. Only a hunter with the fetch ability can do it, because there's no other way to pick up a Fathom core and be able to move, because you're supposed to toss it to other people. So the only way to kill her is to blast her down her entire HP bar before she gets there, which once we're Throne of Thunder Siege of Orgrimmar gear we can do, but that is something a little bit later down the road that I think is truly impossible at 85. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the first boss and I'll see you when we get there. Whoop. Alrighty guys, so Hydross is the first boss here in SSC. It is really simple to kill. You're not really gonna suffer too much, but if you find yourself getting too many stacks, you can move the boss through the waterfall and be able to switch its it switches its type, so then you are able to not take a stacking debuff. So right here, this mark, it progressively increases, so if you're finding that it is killing you, you want to make sure that you are you go ahead and bring him out there and run him through the invisible barrier to swap his stance, so he will then do poison damage to you. But I haven't encountered this on any DPS or tank. I usually kill him before it is a problem, but if it is a problem for you, you can definitely implement that. But that is an easy peasy kill. He actually drops a pet that is very nice too, so good luck on your pets and loot, and I will see you at the next boss. Whoop. Alrighty guys, so Lurker is straight up here in the middle. We go right here. You can kick, fly, whatever, and then you just cast your pole into the strange pool. We are level 1 fishing, as you guys can see right here, and you just do this until you get it. So we got an achievement, but we did not get the boss to come out. But fishing's revamped where it doesn't really have a level. You can essentially do it anywhere here in Mist of Pandaria, and you just sort of fish until the Lurker comes up. There isn't any requirement, isn't anything too special with it. As you can see, we are at our 3rd cast and still have not gotten him. So we will sit here until we get him, and I will show you the fight when we get there. Whoop. Alrighty guys, so we were able to get the Lurker. It took us 11 tries, but as you can see, we did it at level 1 pretty easy. So the Lurker does a few things. He knocks you back, and then he also dives under if you are too slow at DPSing him. When he dives under, he shoots a water spout, and that is when you need to go under the sea in order to kill him. So as you can see, I'm getting too close to him. You can hit him from pretty far away, and when you get too close to him, he knocks you back. But I'm not sure if we are going to see his water phase or not. but you just got to watch out for those knocks and try your best to stay on the platform and hit him. He is incredibly obnoxious, so here is the deep breath ability that we want to watch out for. So you just go under the water like this, and you dodge his only mechanic that he does. And then you want to keep spinning because it does a little bit more than a 360. So you just got to be careful for that and make sure that you can kill him. So that is the only mechanic that he really does, and you got to watch out for. Other than that, you will be able to keep going and kill the boss. So he's pretty obnoxious with the knockbacks. I'm not entirely sure if it's just what he does, if I'm too close to him. I'm not entirely sure why he keeps knocking me back. Previously, I'd only killed him on a ranged character, but you just sort of, I think it's part of his mechanics. So this is him diving below, and then we have ads that we have to kill. So this is phase 2. You want to make sure you kill all of the ads before they kill you. So you can have enough DPS to kill him, and if you're a ranged character, you probably will have enough DPS to kill him. But other than that, you just have to come here and kill all the ads before they kill you. Traditionally in the fight, it is a sort of raid split type mechanic, and everyone goes to each platform. But as a solo, you just gotta run around, kill all of these ads, and then you can go and kill the boss. So not too hard, but pretty obnoxious. It doesn't really come close to killing you. It's just a lot of movement. He's really tough to do on a melee character, so if you have a ranged character, would highly recommend being a ranged character for this fight. It just is way, way better if you are. But as you can see, he comes back up, and we should be able to kill him. So that is what happens if you get hit by the deep breath. It does not kill you at 85, but it sends you flying, and you really miss out on a lot of DPS when you could just simply be under the sea kicking him in the face. So we are going to Touch of Death him right here and get the final kill. Bam. And that is how you kill the Lurker, and he gives 250 gold, as well as 3 pieces of loot. So anyway, I will see you at the next boss. Voop. Alrighty guys, so we are here at Tidewalker. He doesn't really do much that is going to be very concerning to you. You can kind of just heal through everything he does. What you really got to watch out for is all the Murlocs he spawns. If you are the solo person in here, he is not going to put you in the bubble or anything like that. If you have a pet class, you actually might need to be careful and dismiss your pet, because the bubble will be really, really obnoxious to be constantly put in. But if you are solo, you can just hit him. As you can see, he hasn't really done any meaningful damage to me, and like right there it says he sends his enemies to their watery graves. That is normally when you get teleported to that bubble, but as you can see, as a solo character, I am not encountering that at all, and we are just sort of blasting him. When he has Tidal Wave up, that makes your energy get really, really slow, and your haste is completely gimped, which could cause a little bit of a problem for you. And then, as you can see, he summons a lot of Murlocs, and we are just going to kill the Murlocs when they get here by using Spinning Crane Kick, and easy peasy. The ads don't have that much HP at all. So, pretty much that is all the mechanics that Tidewalker does. He also drops a pet in here too, so you can get pretty lucky with that. But anyway, I will see you at the actual challenge of SSC Fathom-Lord next. So, whoop. Alrighty guys, so for Fathom-Lord, the kill order is going to be Cadorbius and then Tidalvoss, and then you can kind of disregard Sharkus and just kill Karathress. You want to absolutely nuke Cadorbius, because she does a tornado that will pretty much keep you in a tornado state the entire time. So I'm going to get after it, show you guys this entire fight, and with a little bit of luck and pixie dust, we will be able to kill them here. But it is really, really obnoxious, and this is why we spend our full blast on her right there. And now we can go and kill him and kite it around. And you can also just focus Fathom-Lord here. The only thing you really have to worry about is the stun. So we are just going to straight up blast him now and keep moving. You want to make sure you kite him around when he gets big and moves, he can hit you for 50% of your total health. We're going to use our Touch of Karma right here while he is enraged and blasting here. And this is where it gets really, really tough, and you want to make sure you are paying attention. So now that Karma is out, we have to be very careful with our health and just sort of kicking him and using our proper heals. So we killed that, and this is the Frozen that is really, really tough. And it can definitely kill you right here. As you can see, we're using Energizing Brew to heal. We are punching him, kicking him, and we were able to kill the boss just like that. As you can see, it is very, very close and tight. You kill the Shaman first. If you do have enough DPS, you can possibly nuke him, but it is really, really obnoxious and tough. You can, if you're struggling, you can kill Tidal Voss there, because Tidal Voss drops all these totems that do a lot of damage, specifically the Wind Fury totem as well. But that is the full Fathom-Lord fight, how I was able to solo it. If you're a Windwalker monk like me, you want to be very careful with your Blackout Kick glyph. You do not want to use the glyph for Blackout Kick, because you're going to heal a bunch by kicking them in the face. But that is that fight, and I will see you at the next boss. Alrighty, guys. So for Leotheras the Blind, he is pretty simple. The only phase you have to watch out for is his demon phase. Save all cooldowns for it. Save everything you got to blast him as fast as possible during that phase, because that is where he will do a exponentially increasing attack towards you that will eventually inevitably kill you if you do not have the damage to kill him in time, or you do not have the damage to or healing to out heal it. So I will show you demon phase when we get there. Alrighty, guys, so this is his demon phase. He did it at 30%, but I'm pretty sure it is timer instead of that. But as you can see, this is the Chaos Blast burst that increasingly takes more damage. And then he comes out, switches. You can very easily kill him in time. I simply had enough damage that it wasn't an issue. But if you're on a slower DPS class, it can cause a lot of problems. So I will go show you guys Vashj. It is impossible to kill on any class other than a hunter, but I will show you the exact ways to do it for when you hit 90. As far as loot goes and how fast we were able to do this dungeon, as you can see, that is 27 minutes for 1,367 gold. This timer would be faster if I wasn't making a video and explaining it, but we killed every mob, and that is just raw gold. On top of selling all this loot that we have, we will probably yield at least like probably 1,600, 1,700 gold from killing all the bosses and selling all the loot. I also kill all the trash in the way too, just to get the best number of gold. My record on my DK is clearing this in about 20 minutes, so you can get a nice chunk of change in 20 minutes. Very similar to the reasons why you would do Manaroth, and Manaroth giving you 600 gold just because it's on the way, takes 7 minutes and can be really, really quick. So anyway, I will see you guys when we get to Vashj. Alrighty, guys, so here is Lady Vashj and how you can possibly kill her at 90. Like I said, I have tried this every way I possibly know how. I don't think you're killing her at 85 in any regards. It's just too much damage to do. You have to do millions in a few seconds. So what you're going to do is take her all the way down here and bring her to this rock, and then you need to bring her to this rock, and then when she comes all the way over here, you will you then get the little extra time of her running back to the middle of the area to do as much DPS as possible. You can also use the big rock over there, but essentially you take her to this little ledge right here, and then at 65% is when she transitions. So you want to make sure that you do not push her past 65 until you have all of your cooldowns ready. But like I said, at 85, this is impossible for most people and classes. You can bring her as far as you possibly can, and that is what makes her sort of bug out and come all the way here. So now she is shooting me with arrows. I thought this rock was the best one, but it might be that rock up there. But you take her to a rock, and then you have the entire section right here. So now she is running to the middle of the phase, and this is where you need to do all of your DPS in order to kill her. Because once these tainted cores activate, you are no longer going to be beat her. But like I said, this is way more a Throne of Thunder type ordeal. Throne of Thunder and onward, maybe Siege of Orgrimmar, before you have enough DPS to do 30 million or 3 million in the time it takes her to go all the way up there. Ranged classes obviously will have a better time, and this is the other platform you can take her up, because she will run down the platform and then up there. But anyway, she is unkillable right now at that way, so the elementals, the tainted ones, will not spawn here, and so that makes her impossible to kill, because when you grab the Fathom core, you cannot move. So a hunter with the fetch glyph is literally the only possible way to do it at this time. Other than that, you can bring a friend in if you really need the pet, or want the pet, or want to kill Vashj for some reason. A friend can help you do that as well. But that is everything I know about Lady Vashj. I have not seen any other possible way to kill her, so we are going to hearth out. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about how to kill her, what you can do, anything like that, I am happy to answer them and help you any way that I can. But as you can see, it's about 1,600 to 2,000 gold in a few in about 17 minutes. And as you can see, she doesn't really reset, and she will fork lightning you from forever away. So you just keep going till she either resets all the way out here, or you can just hearth. So we ran all the way out here, and they are still chasing us, hitting us with those poison bolts. So that's just funny. Now that we've gotten this far, maybe it won't hit us and we can hearth out, but we are going to keep trying to do that. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you have any questions, anything you'd like me to know, definitely drop it down below. And until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.